Greetings, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara, coming to you from the spectacular Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. Coming to you with Miracle 66 in the 100 Miracles in 100 Days project and the fifth dimension activation, or the first step of the fifth dimension activation, and the effortless manifesting quickie. Let's just begin by taking either a big breath in or a slow, gentle breath in, but following the breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth, and letting go of everything that's outside this moment. Let's do this several times. It'd be lovely if you could hear all those birds singing in the rain out there. It's just started to rain. So gorgeous. From my point of view, it's lovely and cool, so just continue to breathe. And just focus on your breath coming in through the nose and out through the mouth if you're releasing. So if you've got stuff going on, it's probably best to keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. But otherwise, return your breath to in through the nose and out through the nose. Bring your awareness within to the magnificence of who you truly are underneath all of your stuff, all the stuff that we try to control our lives with. And so today I really want to just do another one of those, what we started with, the awareness activation. So I'm going to try and squish that in as well, because something huge happened yesterday, which I'm not quite ready to talk about, but magical things happen when you let go of the control, when you let go of the control and trying to work stuff out in our little minds. The trick is to learn to ask for what you want and let it go. Or call in your higher guidance. So let's just do that right now. Just ask all of our highest spiritual healing teachers, guides and angels to come surround us in a circle of light while we present today's miracle, which is not really a miracle because I want to make it quick. I'm just going to tell you a little bit. It's kind of relevant. It's more of a living in the world but not of it thing. So let's just ask those angels, just breathe in and imagine a circle of gold light all around you. As you breathe in and imagine gold light pouring down from the sun through your crown and filling up your entire body, and the last part of that is going down into earth and connecting into the core of Mother Earth, which is effectively my step one, but we'll do it again formally in a moment. So I was just reminded this morning, and I don't think I included this in the miracle, about how I came to be in Queensland. I had applied for a place to live in Valor, and the guy had come back and said, no, he couldn't do it. He needed more time or something. But prior to that happening, I just went, it was at the time of COVID, and you had to fill out all this rubbish just to be able to move around in your own country. And I was against doing that, but I didn't know what was going to happen at that point. And I was guided just to go down. At that stage, there was only 4 forms you had to fill out. Got to a point where you had to fill out like 60 or something. But, I just filled out the 4, there was 4 questions, 4 questions, and then got to a point where they had to fill out 60 questions. But 4 questions, I went and filled them out, but you needed to be able to stick the form on your windscreen as you were driving through. And so I had to go down to the Officeworks, which was the only thing open on a Saturday at 6 p.m, print it off, and then also buy some blue tack to be able to stick it to my windscreen. Just breathe for me. And this is what I want to show you. So before I'd found somewhere to stay, before the guide come back to me and said no, before the next day I found a place cheaper than his across the border here in Queensland, I had to do all this. I was just following intuition to do that. And this is sometimes when it doesn't make sense, because at the time I was trying to stay in New South Wales and not cross the border until they opened it on the 12th of July. There was talk about them opening it up on the 12th of July. But this is the bit that I wanted to show you about sometimes how Source speaks to you in riddles and songs. So I had printed this stuff off. I printed the paperwork, the questions off that I needed. I printed off the document that I had to stick to my car. As I stepped outside the Officeworks, I've got the paperwork in my hand and the blue tack to stick it to my car. That old song that goes, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Now, I know that song is about something completely different, but it was just that one line, those lines, that kept singing really, really loud over and over in my head. And I burst into joy because I knew that whatever was going to happen was going to be perfect. So that's kind of the end of our miracle for today. I just wanted to share that if you just follow the little seeds, because as I just mentioned, I didn't know that the Valagai was not going to let me get in. I didn't know that I was going to end up in Queensland the very next day. I didn't know that 10 days after I arrived or 20 days after I arrived in Queensland, they would slam their borders shut and I would never have been able to get in for 2 years had I stayed in New South Wales. And sometimes it's just about letting go of the control. And the reason that came to me to share is because something as huge is going on in my life that's not finalised, but it came about because I let go of the control. And I will tell you more about that miracle when it finishes manifesting. But that's our miracle for today. And because it involves letting go of our identity, the things that we've been told, that we are, and the things that we're told that we have to be or have to do in order to receive our most magnificent life. We have to be a good person. We have to meditate daily. We have to, whatever it is, we have to, and even if it's just the linear time thinking thing, if we want to make a lot of money, we have to work really hard for that. If we want to manifest the home of our dreams, we have to get a dozen people together that can afford to do that because housing is so expensive or whatever it is. Instead of just surrendering to our highest guidance and allowing them just asking for what we want and let it go. What we all do, myself included, too, more recently, is ask for what we want. And then we hang around and tell God how to bring it to us instead of just allowing the miracles to happen. The reason we wanted to do this 100 Miracles in 100 Days project was to show to people, even though it looks like it's one of the most horrendous times on earth, there is magic all around you if you open yourself up to it and you let go of your identity and all of the rules and all of the things that say you have to be this way. You know, you have to have done 20 years of spiritual growth to be able to manifest instantly. That's just crap. You can. If you could let go of the control and surrender completely to your highest guidance and ask for what you want and let it go, you could have it in the next day or so. It's all over our heads to say, oh, let go of your guilt and shame and all the stuff that says you're not worthy of having everything. And the truth is, you are an infinite, eternal, rich, abundant, gorgeous, gorgeous, sexy, radiant, powerful beyond measure, gorgeous being of light. You're not broken. You don't need fixing. And that's a big, 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 big place that people get stuck. You're stuck on fixing yourself so that you can have what you want. Whereas while you're doing that, you're just focused on you're broken and you need fixing. If you shift your awareness into the light, into the infinite part of who you are, then that begins to wake up and that dissolves all those things that you think are the matter with you anyway. And that includes health issues, that includes financial issues, that includes relationship issues, it includes everything. If you just let go of the control and if you just knew that you were worthy of the most magnificent life ever. Breathe for me, please. So, because of that, because of the letting go of the control, letting go of our identity as a person with a name and a job and qualifications, we're going to do the original awareness activation quickie. So just bring your awareness in, focus on your breath, coming in through the nose and out through the mouth if you're releasing, or in through the nose and out through the nose if it's integrating. And I want you to bring your awareness into your identity, please. And everything that says that this is you, everything that you have been trained in this world to know this is you, because there's only 1% of you. And we want to toss that out the window or toss it out the door into another room. So your name, address, phone number, date of birth, qualifications, kids, cats, dogs, everything. Everything that says this is you, toss it out the window or out the door and just breathe. Just breathe. How many kids, cats, dogs, type of house you have, the car you drive, everything that says this is you, toss it out the window and breathe. And I've just realised I've done step 2 instead of step 1 because we were talking about identity. But who cares? It doesn't really matter. So now I want you to bring your awareness into your body, your beautiful, beautiful body. And all the stuff we have going on in our body. What a wonderful way to keep you distracted from the magnificence of who you are by focusing on what you look like. So I want to take everything to do with your height, weight, shape, hair colour, skin colour, eye colour, how short, tall, bald, thin, fat, whatever, all that stuff about your body. And then all your aches and pains, all of the stories about, I've got, you know, psoriasis, I've got Asperger's, I've got all of the labels. Kookaburras are having a ball today. All of the stuff about your body, all your aches and pains and knee aches and leg aches and back aches and headaches, and toss all of those out the window, out the door, into another room and breathe. See if you can sense yourself getting lighter and getting closer to that magnificent part of you that can manifest anything you damn well want in seconds, in minutes, maybe weeks. When you let go and let God, as the saying goes, or let go and let this magnificent 99% untapped pure potential, pure God source wake up in your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. Breathe. And then everything to do all of your feelings and emotions and opinions, toss them out the window, out the door as well, and breathe. Now bring your awareness into your mind and all of your thoughts and your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and your unconscious mind. Toss them out the window, out the door as well, and breathe. And if you can't sense yourself getting lighter, then just go back to the original one we did that's much bigger than this. But it just means that you've just got a bit of heavy density. You've got a fair bit of layers of shoulds and should nots, coulds and could nots going on. And that's keeping you from your soul. And you just need to repeat this 22 to 28 days. Watch what magic shows up in your life. Breathe. You are not your mind. You're not your degrees. You're not all the things that everyone told you about you. You were born an infinite being of light. Until we trained you, sent you to school, 1 times 1 equals 1, 2 times 1 equals 2, taught you rote learning, took you away from your creativity. We're just trying to tap into that magnificent light and energy and healing that exists underneath all of the stories about you. Breathe. Now please bring your awareness into your heart, your magnificent heart. And just become aware of all of the heartache and heartbreak that you have stored in your heart and the big fat heart wall you've got around it, trying to stop more people hurting you, but that hasn't worked, has it? And toss all of that out the window, out the door as well. And now we want to bring our awareness into anything and everything that's out of alignment with the infinite abundance and money and source that is available to you right now. So all lack of limitation, all poverty consciousness, all struggle and scarcity, we're going to toss all of that out the window, out the door as well. And breathe. Just put it aside for a bit until you can feel. You should be able to begin to be feeling the magnificence of who you are, and breathe into that. breathe into those 100 trillion cells in your 100 trillion telomeres and breathe out and let that light, that love, that joy, that unlimited abundance of who you truly are begin to wake up in your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres right now. You don't have to do anything. You just got to just go straight to it. And that light, this light of who you truly are is so powerful. It'll resolve all that shit and all your problems you've got going on in your life. Breathe. And there's a whole pile of crap around about calling it spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity. They're all said by 3D people, let me tell you. They're all said by people who have never experienced the light of who they are and never experienced that light dissolving diseases, financial hassles. They've just never experienced it. They're said by people stuck in 3D who want to keep you stuck in 3D. I heard yesterday a story of a man who wanted to, who was struggling to get his work out into the world. He had some great healing gifts that had come to him. He was at a party and he went up to this guy and said, "Oh, I can see this in you." And the guy said, "Oh my God, you're right. Nobody's ever said that to me." And he offered to do a free session for this guy, just because he's, I guess, trying to promote his stuff, and the guy had resonated with him, etc., etc. That guy paid him $70,000 for that session. How many of you healers out there, would that change your life overnight? Would that give you more time to be with your source energy, to not have to worry about money if that happened to you? That happens when you let go and let God. It doesn't happen with you sitting around going, "Oh God, please bring me $70,000. No, just let go. Stop telling God how to suck eggs. All right. Isn't that a great story? I love that story when I heard it yesterday. It really, really made my day. Okay, excuse me. So now bring your awareness into all of your anger and rage that you have stored in your being. Just seek and find, gather and bind all of the anger and rage and pain and suffering. And just toss it aside or toss it out the door and just breathe. Just breathe. If you're releasing, then breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Actually, we might just do that, just in case anything has come up. Big breath in through the nose, or as deep as you can go, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And just breathe into the magnificence of who you truly are. And the more you focus your energy on this light, this love, this abundance of who you truly are, the more it wakes up inside of you and dissolves all that stuff you think that's the matter with you anyway. All the stuff you think you have to fix before you can manifest your perfect home on the hill. Or before you can manifest someone coming up and giving you $70,000 for one healing session. He went on to say that happened 4 more times. Let go and let God. Yeah, that's beautiful. And so, just such gorgeous energy. And we've kind of already done the 5th dimension activation, but we'll just imagine that you you're just connected to the sun and to all of life, really. But just imagine that gold light is now pouring down through the sun with your breath in. And as you breathe out, the golden light is now filling every cell of your being. And you take the last 5% down into earth. And breathe in and bring all of that earth energy back up. And breathe out. Take the last 5% of that energy up to the sun. Breathe in. Gorgeous, gorgeous golden source light from the sun. Going to flood every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being. Clearing out or dissolving everything that's out of alignment with your divine I Am presence. Take the last 5% of that energy down into earth. And breathe in and bring that earth energy back up. Breathe out. Just for today, because it's gone a bit AWOL, and I have this massive blue light pumping through my third eye, and I'm not sure why. But just bring your awareness into your heart for me, please. And it's when you're in this state of being connected to your soul that you can ask. This is the effortless manifesting part of it. Just ask, how can I manifest my perfect home? How can I own my own home if that's the issue for you? How can I step fully into my light? Show me, God. And then you let it go. Don't go, can I win the lotto with these numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Let it go. Because you just, once you get into miracle consciousness, it's not really miracle consciousness. It's really, we call it that because we have moved so far away from the magnificence of who we truly are. We have moved so far away. You just need to bring your awareness back into the infinite part of who you are. And breathe. Let go and let God. Let go of the control. That's what that, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. They were just telling me to let go of the control. I wanted to stay in New South Wales, but they had bigger, better plans. And some of you can't see that. There was all this talk around Queensland was going to open up its borders on the 12th, and I was really pedantic about not wanting, all this government bureaucracy, and I didn't really, but when I looked into it, it was just 4 questions to get across the border. So I filled out this silly paperwork, and then I ended up needing it to cross the border the next day. So the trick to listening to Source is to follow the little teeny weeny intuitive hits that you get that we often dismiss. Now, I have much more to tell about that in another miracle, because I had that happen this week. I was like, oh, but I need to do this. No, do this now. Oh, but no, go do this now. And as it turns out, if I hadn't done that, this thing that I really wanted would never have happened. So I'll explain more about that another time. Miracle is still in the making, so just breathe. Ask for what you want. Let it go. Stay connected, or as connected as you can, to your divine I Am presence, to your God source, and call upon all of your higher spiritual healing teachers, guides, and angels to help you manifest what it is that you need. And I would say on top of that, dream bigger. Just dream bigger. Ask for more than just being able to pay your bills is what I mean by that. Just breathe. And since I'm in this most delicious 5D and beyond state, I would say more today I'm in the quantum. So I am going to, a whole pile of new source codes were downloaded to me in the last couple of days. Which of course are embedded in my voice and in these miracles. All you have to do is breathe and release anything that comes up for you. I'm just going to send you all, anyone who's listening to this now, tomorrow, in a week's time, a year's time, 10 years' time, next century, will still receive these codes that get upgraded as I upgrade. So just breathe. And here is a really fantastic time to either breathe this energy in and ask for it to help you buy your own home, ask for it to improve your health, etc. Or to just activate your own pure God source within you. Let go and let God. Okay, you gorgeous beings of light. Love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you always. I look forward to speaking with you again tomorrow.